past 9 months, the students that will be pitching their innovative ideas here on stage worked incredibly hard to make happen what they will be showing you today. And I'm going to make it very short, so as long as I have a slide here on the screen behind me, then I'm going to be calling in all the CEOs that are waiting outside of this room, which I cannot have wait any longer. So I'm looking at David, if we have the slides up on the screen. And then, of course, I'm again very honored to be standing here. My name is Ruben. I help to logistically organize the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge. We've done semifinals in May, in Montreux, in Bangkok, and Miami. And it has all led to this moment where on this stage, the 7 best teams from this edition, selected from over 75 different schools, are pitching their ideas on stage. It is incredibly exciting, and I am sure that they are extremely nervous, and they cannot wait to start. So please give a large hand of applause for our jury.
Ladies and gentlemen, how exciting. Welcome to the finals of the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge. Are you excited, Stella?
Definitely.
75 plus universities and 7 teams left, and they're sitting all here. Not there, all here, and they're looking some nervous faces, but they are prepared, and I think you're gonna absolutely love it. Instead of us explaining to you what the challenge is about, because I know a lot of you in the room already know this from all the years that we've done this, we thought we'd do a little game show and we'll ask some questions instead. So the first question, what does SHC really stand for? What is our vision all about? Stella, would you like to ask one of our jury members?
Sure. Who am I going to pick? I think I'm going to pick Marloes. Marloes, may I ask you to stand up? Marloes Knippenberg, ambassador of the challenge since many, many years. So Marloes, can you tell me, what does SHC stand for, our vision?
Tough question. Definitely impact, definitely inspiration. A student experience, I think Paul has talked about 100 years, so D, I guess.
Yay!
Hey, we won! Woohoo! Wow! Made it.
Would you like to elaborate on that, Marloes? Because you've been with us for so long, and why are you part of this?
I think, you know, when you look at this today, quite incredible. I'm really excited to see everybody on stage, but when I met you the first time and you asked me to come into the jury, and I saw that, you know, all of these ideas were on the stage in Holland, and, you know, the big white world didn't see it, and your idea of student experience, I really did something with me. And I think, you know, all of us here, we do so much for commercial purposes and for business all the time. I think, one, we have a responsibility to do something more, but two, connecting your vision of student experience, the talent everybody has, you know, together with Jonathan, I saw you sitting somewhere, put here on stage, you know, you combine all of these pieces together, it just, you know, it just creates something so important for our industry. And I think it's really become such a platform. I mean, we were 2 tables. We're a lot more people now in the jury. You were saying it before. You know, it's really, it's becoming something meaningful. And now people are asking about the product, the output. And so I think you going on for another couple of years with all of us supporting and roaring, you know, it might be really the change of the industry we're all talking about. So
super. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. Marloes.
Then I'm going to look at Sandeep. Sandeep, may I ask you to get up? Thank you. Sandeep, what does the Student Challenge mean to me and to you, and why is it so close to your heart?
First of all, I think I want to congratulate and give a big hand to all the students in this room. Can we give each of them a big hand? I think I'm just going to add on what was already said, but I think what really excites me is the fact that you come every year here. First of all, to make it to the jury feels like we are winners too, that we got selected again to be sitting here and judging the competition. But I think it's 3 things which really kind of come to my mind first. One would be the fact that, I don't want to sound too old now, but it is about the next generation and all the youth coming into the industry, and I think it's great to see new ideas on stage, and they're really inspirational. I think the second, especially from last year, was all about sustainability, and I think that really a lot of new ideas stayed. And I think you were talking about it this time, that, you know, last time it was a lot about innovation and being out there and totally different. And this year is also about how it's going to be speed to market. So I think every year there's a different theme to it, and that truly resonates with all that we are talking about in the industry. So I think between the 3, the youth, the inspiration, and the new ideas, really looking forward to the competition. Thank you very much, Sandeep. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Sandeep.
And you know, student experience is one of them, so why not ask a question to one of our students to talk a little bit about the student experience, Stella?
Who am I going to pick? Marco? Can you get up?
Why Marco?
From the team,
Why Marco?
University of West London.
Thank you. So I think this is one of the greatest opportunity for students to collaborate with industry leaders such as yourself and really make the difference. So envision a better world through the sustainability. So kudos to you, to the SHC, for helping us in making the world a better place.
Thank you very much, Marco. Appreciate it. The case.
Yeah.
Would you like to ask one of the students what the case was about, so that
Sure.
the audience knows what to expect?
Yes, and I think the perfect person to ask would be you, Francine, from Cornell University. So there you go. Can you explain us what the case this year was about?
Yeah, absolutely. So this year is really emphasizing finding direct solutions to immediate problems through finding a solution that is feasible, investable, technically viable, and the best way that this case was able to do that was through a product this time instead of concepts. We were really looking for items that are ready to go to market, ready to solve a solution that is currently impacting businesses, so or sustainable solutions. So that's one of the great things about this case this year.
Very well said, Francine. And indeed, as the product, thank you, can be small, can be big, can be a $1 invention, can be a $100 million invention, investability, feasibility, technical viable, and readiness to market. Very concrete is what we were looking for this year. And what better way to showcase that student experience by showing you a quick little video about the last 6 months that we went through, because we had a semifinals in Montreux, Switzerland, Bangkok, and Miami. And let me showcase that student experience to you.
From mountains to concrete jungles, from beaches to city lights, for decades we have loved to explore, experience, and connect. However, beneath this picturesque surface, the hospitality industry has fallen behind in innovation, from outdated cleaning methods to inefficient waste management practices. But what's the solution?
We believe in the power of collaboration, bringing together people of all ages and backgrounds and expertises. From recent graduates to experienced professionals. Even the smallest of innovations, when scaled across countless hotel rooms, can create true impact. Let's refuse to kick the can further down the road. Let's unite and take action together today.
So we'll make sure you're all set, and when you're ready and you start talking, the timer starts.
Ladies and gentlemen. And of course, that was Marco being very happy that he made it to the finals. Yeah. Congratulations, Marco. And as you could see also by the hints, there's a few components that are indeed very important to us. The total collaboration, we need everybody to get to that level. And I'm so proud of our sponsors in that sense and our partners that are in it for the great cause. The other component is that multidisciplinary approach, meaning the innovation will most probably not come from within. And this is actually, these are not my words, these are the words of Anthony Capuano, CEO of Marriott, and which is why we ventured out to other types of schools and universities besides the best hotel schools of the world. So we included tech, design, engineering, asking the teams to work together to come up with viable products. And all that with the underlying principle to inspire, because that is really what we are about. Do we proclaim to have the solution? No. Can we inspire? Yes, as you could see by this video. These students are inspired, they inspire me, they inspire the industry leaders, and with that we hopefully transcend into some kind of action. And that is actually supported by a recent Harvard study about inspiration. It's a three-process thing. It's a trigger, an emotional trigger. Then if you have the motivation, then that should lead to a transcendence and meaning action. And hopefully with all that, we start to think in a certain direction that will then create an impact on our industry that we need so much. We have 2 more questions to go, ladies and gentlemen. Very quick one for our sponsors.
Why did you decide to sponsor the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge?
Stella, who do you want to ask the question to?
I'm actually going to ask a question to Azil. Azil.
Okay, so first of all, as we all know, NEOM is all about future innovation, sustainability, and empowering young talents. And Sustainable Hospitality Challenge is the perfect example of that. So it's really perfect alignment. And I would say, of course, I love coming to the semi-final and the final, but we believe in the young generation, their inspiration, and the amazing ideas that they are delivering and providing to the industry.
Super.
So, yeah.
Thank you very much, Asil.
Thank you, Asil. And then I'm going up to Gustaf because Guest Supply has joined us recently as a sponsor. So Gustaf, why did you guys decide to sponsor us?
Thank you. It's a very short and simple answer, right? And that is that we believe the answers to the challenges that we face are not necessarily going to be solved by us, but by you. And so we are super excited about being part of this challenge. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gustaf. And let me once again reiterate how happy we are with all of our partners. Yeah, I'm so happy that we were able to stay at the JW Marriott. Thank you, Satya. Thank you, Sandeep, for making that happen. Thank you, Quo, for figuring out our new brand architecture. David, thank you so much. We're busy with that. And obviously, Guest Supply, News, Matt is here. Thank you very much for embracing this, Matt. This is your first time, so I hope you enjoy it. And obviously, a big, big thank you to NEOM. For that reason, we are all here today and making this possible. We have one last question, ladies and gentlemen. The entire audience can participate. The one who comes up with the correct answer will win a box of real Dutch chocolates. Because I am from Holland, yes? So, here it is. If you know the answer, if you want to guess, just shout it out. The correct answer will win. Here we go.
And not the students.
Somebody said 75, incorrect. 78. Raoul, can you say again what you said? 76 it is, congratulations. Yeah, so you could have gotten the hint from the video where it said 75 plus, right? So 76 it is. And representing all continents except for Antarctica, but we did have a finalist that actually started working at Antarctica. So somehow we feel we cover all the continents. And like I said, we have 7 teams left that made it here today. And these, ladies and gentlemen, are the universities, schools that they represent. And of course, they will be presented to you once it's their turn to pitch. A massive thank you to our jury that walked in earlier. We're not going to introduce them to you one by one, but there's so many that they didn't fit on one page. So here we go, 2 pages full. So once again, a massive thank you for taking the time to do this with us. Enough said on my side. I think we're ready for some pitching. Would you guys agree? So, let me ask you a question, jury members. Are you ready? Yes. Students, are you ready? Yes. All right, then let's hear it for the very first team. And I'm going to call our big supporter, Ruben, back on stage, who has been with us in every single semifinal, one of the best facilitators that you can possibly imagine. And Jonathan agreed, so he asked to MC for other parts of this program as well. So congratulations, Ruben. I hand it over to you. Thank you very much,
Paul. Thank you very much for that introduction. So yeah, I'm left to do the dirty work, introduce the teams. Whereas we do want it to be a little bit of a show, right? It must look nice. We go quickly. We don't have a limited amount of time. I am going to give these students sufficient time to make sure they're set for their pitch. They worked on this for 9 months. I just explained it while you were standing for the jury outside of the room. They worked on it for 9 months. It is understandable there is some nerve going on with flying you to Dubai, having this type of level of people in front of you. You know, it can be a little bit nerve-wracking. So make sure you're all set. And when you're ready, you can start. That's exactly what I said in the video, and it's exactly what I'll say now. I'm going to call up the first team. We're going to set you up, and then I'll introduce you. So we can have a little music play now. Nothing to worry about, and we're going to set up your prototype. Yeah, very good. to give the clicker to. Excellent. You okay? Ready? Excellent. All right. Anticipation has risen. The team is ready. I introduce to you Team Hygro. For you, on your sheet of paper, jury members, that's Team 3, as you can see on the slide, all the way from Politecnico di Milano. Good luck.
Have you ever forgotten to water a plant? Probably you just left it sitting in a corner, and when you remember it, it looks like it just crossed the desert.
We're Gaia, Laura, and Leonora, 3 designers who may have killed a couple of plants in the past. But no worries, we've come up with a solution that can save both plants and water.
We believe plants shouldn't be a chore. They should thrive, even when we're busy. That's what led us to create Hygro, an integrated system of pot, plant, and interaction, all in just one simple yet innovative solution.
With Hygro, we're redefining potted plants, taking them from mere decorations into tools for sustainability, helping hotels address issues like water waste. Did you know it's the #1 cause of potted plant demise?
Or polluted air, a health risk that affects 99% of global population, according to WHO.
And the 65% of unaware guests don't even consider sustainability when booking.
And so how? We are designers, and we follow a design approach that starts with research and moves on to material experimentation.
We started by getting our hands dirty, literally. We embarked on a journey to Faenza, Italy, the global ceramic capital, to craft the most suitable material for our porous ceramic. For the shape of the pot, we've teamed up with local artisans to bring our vision to life, and the results are here.
Through our porous ceramic, a flip happens. With Hygro, you water the pot, not the plant. And here's a bonus. By using rainwater to fill up the pot, not only you extend the lifespan of the pot, but you also reuse some valuable resources.
Simply remove the lid and pour water into the pot's cavity. Our porous ceramic absorbs water, creating a humid microclimate that simulates the natural way plants absorb water from the soil. And this solution can sustain them for an entire month.
But why exactly 1 month? Because it's easier to take care of, such as during facility closures. And then Gaia, we know that you forget to water the plants every week.
I'm guilty, but that's why Hygro is sustainable. We reduce water waste and help keep indoor air cleaner with our selection of plants studied by NASA. Not only they survive with little water and care, but they also filter up to 15 cubic meters of air from pollutants. Quite better than some fake plants you find in some hotels, right?
Right. And you can try yourself the guest experience through an NFC tag that brings you directly to our website, when you can find information about the benefits of our plants and pots, empowering guests and staff to adopt sustainable habits.
Not only Hygro cuts down on water usage and staff maintenance time, but it also enhances hotel sustainability certification. So, clean air, less water waste, and a greener environment, all while creating an engaging interaction with your guests. Plus, by offering the guests the option to purchase their own Hygro pack, the hotel takes part in their sustainability journey, even after the checkout.
Yes, but let's talk about numbers. With an initial investment of 300,000 euros and effective marketing, we're looking at a payback time of 2 years.
And thanks to our Made in Italy artisanal partners, we're keeping costs low and quality high, caring about the local economies.
But wait, there's more. Hygro is scalable. Whether you want to outfit a boutique hotel or a large resort, companies can freely choose their colors of the pot and the lid. And for larger orders, we offer branded pots with your logos and finishes. So Hygro is flexible, ready to grow with your business.
And remember that Hygro isn't just about hospitality. It's scalable to offices, schools, and even your home.
We started in Italy, but the concept's easily expandable. We're targeting Mediterranean countries where similar climates and tourist dynamics create a perfect fit. Our products
Okay. So, in a nutshell, iGrow isn't just a plant pot. It's a ready-to-go solution that saves water, purifies air, and all while educating guests and staff.
iGrow is a small step with a big impact. Imagine one of our potted plants in each hotel room. It's a cost-effective change that could start tomorrow.
Because sometimes all it takes is just one small step to make a greener, healthier world.
Let's take that step together.
Thank you.
You did it.
Yeah, we did it.
How was it?
Great,
Yeah?
I think.
How did it go?
Well,
okay. Being the first is never easy.
No,
Being
no, it's
switched
not.
around last minute to be the first team is never easy, right? I think you did great. Do you want to show something like this closer to the jury?
Yes, sure.
So you can take it and you can walk around. So just going to turn off your mic, otherwise it creates feedback. And then we'll take 2 or 3 quick questions from the jury.
Okay.
So yeah, please feel free to walk around. No, they do it for you. Yeah. Can I take a question from the jury for the ladies? Andre, please. There should be a mic on your table. Yes.
Yeah, once again, I guess speaking on behalf of all the jurors, fantastic job. Just a quick question. You mentioned in your investors deck that you're actually suggesting as a second target group hotel guests. In your presentation now, you're actually showing businesses. Why did you choose for the guests to have to pay €100 and not go for officers who would be really willing to pay €100 or more?
If you want to answer the question, you either have to take a mic or you have to come back on stage with me.
Yes.
Okay. You can come back on stage with me. They have the plant.
You have.
And Andre is going to just shortly repeat the question, and your mic will be on again, and you can answer it.
Not te preocupe, in italiano.
Okay.
So you have 2 target groups in your investor deck.
Yes.
One is, of course, hotels. The other is hotel guests. My question is, when hotel guests have to pay €100 plus the nuisance of taking it or ordering it, to what extent would you actually say we would want to go for offices? And my question really is, why did you not choose that as your second target audience? Because it's a huge market and it's also hospitality.
Because we decided to start focusing on like a more restricted field. Then maybe we can expand and also target other markets.
It can be put everywhere, literally in a house or everywhere in a school, in a hospital, everywhere. So we choose this target, but you name it, you can choose to put everywhere you want.
Yes.
So
I would be a client, so thank you. Well done.
You.
Amazing
Thank you,
job.
Andre. Another question from the jury. Larissa, please.
So thank you, that was a great pitch. My question is, so you ask investors for 300,000 euros as an initial investment. If I was your investor, what would I get in your company for that 300,000 euros?
You get the return on investment, and then we could talk about it maybe after.
later. Find an agreement.
Is there an equity? Is it debt? Is it a combination?
Yeah, we were thinking about equity, but we are open to discussion.
Yeah.
Got it. Okay.
Thank you.
The negotiations have started. Excellent. Inge, yes. I'm gonna,
So, excellent presentation. Very, very appealing. I think I would buy one tomorrow. So, thank you for that. I just wanted to ask about, you said in your presentation that it makes great business sense for a hotel. It's a good business case for a hotel to put the plants there. Could you tell us a little bit more about that, and maybe if you did a comparison with how many plants there are in a hotel today versus how many there could be with your solution?
Like now, in a lot of hotels, there are a lot of fake plants. Yeah. These species we choose, you have the clicker?
I do.
These species we choose filter up to 15 cubic meters of air from pollutants. So the perfect amount will be a plant, a potted plant, each 15 cubic meters. Also, we are thinking about scaling the size of the product, so offering smaller and large and bigger sites. In this way, just one plant suits more space. So yes, that's the perfect amount. Maybe you can have more in a hall and just one in a room, But that's it.
Yes, because the prototype is a scale, is the middle size of the real one. So maybe this, it's not, oh, it's right there. It could be for a room and the largest one for a hall, for example.
Always better than zero.
Yeah.
All right, girls, we're tight on time, but 2 or 3 questions per team. You did very well. Thank you so much. Grand hand of applause. And I'm going to ask the next team to come on stage. And while they set up, we have a little music again and we wait. Thank you so much. Please take your prototype and we're going to set up the next team. Ah, yeah. You can click. As you go, they're putting the slide. The boxes to be away. Allah, klar. Yeah, come, yeah. We do it together. We put them a little bit to the side. So. No, they're not happy. Just leave them here. They won't be in the way. Notes. We're ready for the next team. They're going to make a little entrance. When they start talking, the timer starts. They are 4 guys from 3 different universities, as you can see on stage. The main one being Thomas More. They're all from Belgium. And they have developed their product, Eco Kanat. And the floor is yours.
Hello everyone, my name is Rhys Anderson, and these are my friends Siebe, Joachim, and Wolf. Now, before we get into this session, I would like to ask you all to close your eyes for a second. Seriously, close your eyes. Now, imagine you're escaping the sweltering Dubaian sun into the lobby of your hotel. You're welcomed by a cool breeze. Can you feel it? Please, open your eyes.
But while you enjoy this relief, there is a hidden cost to that. Up to 75% of energy in the hotels is being used on air conditioning. This is not just a financial burden. It's an environmental challenge that requires our urgent attention.
Global warming is happening now. We're using more energy for cooling than ever before, and that's alarming. In the US alone, the hospitality sector accounts for 10% of commercial energy usage, with half of it dedicated to space conditioning. But here's where history meets innovation. Introducing EcoCan. 1,500 years ago, people in the Gulf region cool their homes using the Kanat system. Warm air enters through wind catchers, travels through water-filled tunnels, and cools homes naturally. We at EcoCan are leveraging ancient wisdom to combat modern challenges.
EcoCanat is a modern cooling solution inspired by ancient Arabic wisdom, powered by modern technology. Okay, I know that all sounds very cool, but how does this system actually work? Our HVAC engineer, Wolf, will explain it all to you.
Hi. So, imagine cooling your hotel while using up to 30% less energy. This sounds too good to be true. Well, let me introduce you EcoCanat, the innovation where old technology and new hotels can blend together. The whole system starts with grey water collection from hotel sinks and showers. This grey water is filtered and used inside the cooling system, boosting its efficiency by up to 30%.
30%?
That's right, Rhys, 30%. We also use, inside of the cooler, we use a Kanat tube. This Kanat tube pre-cools the incoming air by 5 degrees before it even enters the air handling unit. This sounds very good to be true. It's not just theory. It's actually backed by academics and professionals in the industry, like Daikin. Now, we also use artificial intelligence. The AI in our system is powered by Siemens Mendix. This collects data to train an AI model. Within 6 months, we ensure optimal cooling in your hotel.
Come on, Wolf. This is enough of the technical part.
Wait, Siba, I get what Wolf is saying. This system is made for hotels that want to reduce energy consumption, reuse water, and enhance guest comfort. The result of this system is long-term value, not only for the hotels, but also for investors.
With an 8 million investment, we'll bring EcoCanada to life, with the majority of the funds going towards research and development, with the goal of having a functional prototype within the next 2 years. And we also want to invest in people, contributing to the region, and therefore we will be heavily investing in training programs for both engineers and a marketing team.
But Siba, let's speak about the profits. We project 152 million of revenue over the next 10 years. In 2027, we plan on selling 20 units across the region with an average price of $250,000 each, with an average yearly return on investment of 26% and a year-to-year growth in sales of 15%, EcoCanada is set to deliver both sustainable and financial value.
This innovative solution is made for hotels that want to reuse wastewater, save energy, and enhance guest comfort. All of this while giving back to the community and respecting the proud heritage of this region. Are you ready to change the world of EcoCanada? We are.
All right, guys, well done.
Thank you.
How does it feel to be done?
It feels good.
It feels good to be done. Okay, great. Perfect. All right, just like other teams, the jury should know. We'll take some questions. Anyone? Eenmaal, andermaal. Yeah, please, go ahead.
Thank you for your presentation. Did you have mostly new builds in mind when you came up with this solution, or do you think it can be retrofit in existing buildings as well?
This system can absolutely be retrofitted into existing hotels because every hotel already has an air handling unit, and this system comes before this air handling unit. Of course, new hotels are easier to implement because it can be taken, can be thought of before in the programming stage, but it's also possible to retrofit it. Thank you for your question.
Thank you for your question, Karin.
So maybe a second question. First of all, very well presented. A big hand to the team.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
So you spoke about, in your deck as well, about the region, right? You spoke about the fact that you're looking at more for this market where we are today. And you gave an example of Dubai. We've also seen a lot of usage of solar energy, and which has slightly lesser investment than you spoke and a faster payback period, right, versus the 10 years you're talking. Have you compared it to solar energy, and is this more efficient versus the numbers we're already looking at? Does it use a lot of AI, or how do you compare it to solar energy and artificial intelligence that's already come in?
Yeah. So we believe to build a sustainable future for our sector, for the hospitality sector, we have to look at more than just one point on which we can give back to the environment, right? Green energy is one of these things, but of course there'll always be a need for energy. Our system reduces energy usage by up to 30%, so of course it still uses energy, which we can take from solar panels, but why use this energy on the cooling system when it can also be used in other parts of your hotel? Does that answer your question a little bit? Or?
Yeah, it does. Thanks.
Excellent. Thank you,
Thank you
Sandy.
so much.
Another question from the jury, maybe coming some closer. Yeah, Hytham, please. Is there a microphone? Inge, could you pass the microphone? Yes, thank you so much. I do it for you, but if I go, then it creates feedback.
So the energy that you use now is mainly power, correct? How much energy does that need?
Sorry?
How much energy do you need
to
input? Yes, to
right
generate.
now, so a traditional cooling system for a 100-room hotel, we look at about 16 kilowatts of cooling energy. With reducing it by 30%, we're looking at, it's going to be 10 to 11 kilowatts of energy.
So no, you can't be right. So you're saying 10 kilowatts converts a 16 kilowatt saving?
No, a traditional cooling for an air handling unit right now.
And yours, what would that do? So how much conversion does your energy does in saving? What's the conversion? So how much do you need to output? Do you take 500 amps and make them 1,000 in saving, or?
That's not really how it works. I think I do understand your question. You are referring to the heat exchange, the heat pump?
Yes.
So the heat pump, a normal COP, coefficient of performance would be, for an air-based unit, would be about 3.5. A coefficient of performance with a water-based system is around 4.5 to 5.
Okay, so you've shared with us the selling price. You said, what, $250,000?
Yeah.
So what's the cost?
What's the cost of?
What does it cost? You want to sell it $250,000 a unit. What does it cost?
The operational?
No, you want to sell the machine. Did you say that's a secret?
I'm sorry.
Or you mean the manufacturing cost?
Correct.
Aha.
You want to sell the unit at $250,000.
Yeah, correct.
Okay, so what's the cost of the unit?
Obviously, we don't know the exact cost of a system like this to build it.
How did you arrive at 250?
Maybe Joachim, could you answer this question?
And I'm going to need some sort of a brief answer, so I'm going to try to.
Of course.
Be very to the point.
I'm sorry, but I can't get to the exact number right now from the memory.
Okay.
In the investor deck, there is a sheet which contains the cost of every element, which we consulted with HVAC companies, as also some professors from Wolf School.
Yeah.
So we have calculated actual cost of the machinery, and therefore we know what's our profit margin. Unfortunately, I am unable to answer exactly.
No issues.
Right
Okay,
now.
great. Well done. Very nice. Great idea.
Thank you so much, guys.
Thank you.
You did great. Thank you. Well done.
Thank you, Ruben. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay.
Oh, yeah.
You can do that while the other team comes on stage, and the next team gets mic'd in the back, wherever you are. You get unmiked. Yeah. You do not get to take it home, unfortunately.
I have 2 per table.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I'm going to help you. Yeah. Okay, do I need 4? Yeah, we need 4. Oh, you need only 3? Ach so, okay. Na, das ist gut. Okay. I just heard we only need 3. But yeah. All right, the jury is hopefully ready again. Who gets the clicker? There you go. Yes, exactly. I think they're going to pull up the slide on the big screen. Whenever you start talking, the timer starts. And I'd like a grand hand of applause from students all the way from Vietnam, Vinh University, with their project Dynapath.
Good afternoon. My name is Hoàng.
I'm Khoa.
I'm Vân.
And I'm Quyên.
And we are
Team Dynapath.
When I was a kid, I always wondered why we could not make use of what's right under our feet. Ladies and gentlemen, we're surrounded by movement, energy, and plastic, but we let so much of that go to waste. And that's the problem. Every year, our hospitality sector makes 150 million tons of single-use plastic. and we let 90% of that unrecycle. We also spend $1.6 billion in annual energy cost, which is equivalent to 8 million tons of CO2 every year in the hotel industry only.
Coming all the way from Vietnam, we would like to introduce to you Dynapath, kinetic tiles made from 100% recycled plastic, converting kinetic energy from your footsteps to electrical power. Our vision is to lead the way to a more sustainable tomorrow,
one step at a time. So how does Dynapath actually work? So our engineer Quinn will show you a little demo right here. Basically, Dynapath makes electricity from human footsteps to power the lights. We incorporate the piezoelectric elements between the middle of the tiles so that it can harvest energy whenever it is stepped on. It can also be used to power the nearby machines like the scanning machines or LED screens.
What makes Dynapath different from other kinetic tiles on the global market is the sustainable materials. They are made from plastic waste that are commonly found in hotels. So Hoàng, where do we get that plastic?
Yep, simple, from you, our customers. In our circular business model, we create and partner with a network of trash collection companies. They collect, sort, and clean the plastic from our customers and give them back to us. In return, they will get a 20% commission, and we get that plastic ready for production.
That's the plastic waste solution. What other benefits do we bring to hotel owners and the management team? Now, let's look at JW Marriott Hanoi as an example. It has around 450 rooms with 9 floors. Now, let's say we install 10 tiles in the restroom for $3,600. With this only one installation, this hotel can generate up to 90,000 kilowatt per year and save $4,500 per year. So now, let's say we do 10 installations in other high foot traffic locations, like in front of the elevators, in the kids clubs, in the restaurants, or near ping pong tables in the gyms. So with 10 installations in both front and back of the house, you are now saving up to $45,000 per year.
Even better, Dynapath also collects data for both the guests and the management team. Imagine these tiles in your lobby. The guests can now see the energy they are helping creating, the CO2 they are saving, and even the plastic they are helping recycling. So the management team can also use that data in order to lower the labor costs and increase efficiency. And that data can also be used for preparing the E3 reports for Scope 2 and even Scope 3 emissions.
Now let's look at some numbers. Dynapath is crafted in Vietnam. It has very competitive pricing compared to other kinetic tiles on the global market. This is because we have very modular design for very easy installation onto any existing floors. No cement is required, and even the engineering team from your hotel can install these tiles.
So Dynapath has come a long way with trial and error. And now we are seeking a funding of $400,000 for scaling our production and sales with an NPV of $3 million and a discounted payback period of 3.8 years. Dynapath has a lot of tremendous interest and testimonies from industry experts from ISG, Four Seasons, and Six Senses, and even at our own Wien University.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, kinetic tiles are now present in a lot of countries across the world. However, no hotel in the entire world have been reported to install a single kinetic tile from plastic waste. So the question is, are you ready to be the pioneer hotel? Join us to step into a more sustainable tomorrow. Thank you.
Did it. Fantastic. How was it? How did it feel?
Very relieved.
Very relieved. Okay, great. I'm happy to hear. We'll take some quick questions from the jury. Whoever dares. Paul. Dimitri. Okay, we're going to go Paul and then Dimitri. I'll get to you. Don't worry. Yeah, I always do. Don't worry.
You look flashier than I do. Great presentation. Thanks very much, guys. When I read your deck, I had one question that kept coming up all the time. Recycling, fantastic. Is there any battery life? Do you get that kinetic energy? Can you store it somewhere? Or is it just for right here, right now?
Yep. For now, for a demonstration purpose, we are not storing it yet, but we will do it in the R&D process when we have incorporated that in the financial projection as well. And that would include a battery energy storage system for just one system per one installation of 10 tiles, for example. So that would be effective for storing the energy whenever, so that it can be used later on and not just like immediately.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul. Dimitri.
That was really great, guys. Just one question that actually is broken down on 2 different types. So there are a lot of kinetic tiles already in production, right, or in use. What is the difference between yours and the existing one? Is it a copy paste, or you're just doing something different?
There are 2 points that makes us different. The first one is our material. We're made from sustainable materials, which is the recycled plastic, but other competitors on the market, they are made from stainless steel or rubber. The second point that makes us different is the modular design. This design can be installed onto any existing floors, and it allows you to have very easy installation and very, affordable, maintenance.
Yes.
Maintenance.
And when it was really interesting what you said, that no hotel has actually done it up to now. When you guys came up with the idea and you're just deliberating the idea, have you ever considered why no hotel in the world has ever done this with the millions of people that go through hotels every day?
The reason that no hotels in the world have not installed it is because the price of kinetic tiles are very expensive. As you can see from this chart right here, it's almost more than $1,000 for 1 square meters. And by having affordable pricing like this with $640 for 1 square meters, we hope to introduce these kinetic tiles to the hospitality industry.
Yeah, good.
Yep. Maybe your hotel will be the first, right? Who knows? I'm gonna, I know there's more questions, but we're really tight on time, so I'm gonna thank you very much for all your answers. Well done. You can take all of the things with you. Make sure to take it. You get unmiked. The team that comes after this can go to the back to get mic'd as well. So you can please bring everything that you have back home. Thank you for the clicker, amazing. And then I'm gonna ask the next team, and I'm looking at the girls. You don't need the blocks, do you? You need 1 for the, yes, let's go. I'm going to stand here already so I can walk off the stage immediately. The next team, Cornell University with Pyro. An applause.
Ready? Hi, Emma. I'm so excited to see you.
Hi, Ruta. Didn't you just open up your 18th hotel? How's that going?
Well, the hotel bed's going great. The restaurants, not so much. I'm really struggling to expand with tons of food waste, these environmental regulations that just keep popping up, and the rising cost of wood fuel.
You know, I know exactly what you need. Pyro. I discovered this product at the semifinals, and it completely saved my pizzeria. You know, Francine's here today with Pyro. Hey, Francine.
Hey, Emma.
This is Ruta. Can you tell her a little bit more about Pyro?
I'm so glad you asked. Pyro is kitchen equipment that takes your food waste and heats it at 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, utilizing the pre-existing technology of pyrolyzation. It then converts this food waste into a charcoal-like substance known as biochar.
Wait, hold on. What is biochar? I've never even heard of it.
Neither had I. Biochar can be used in your live fire kitchens instead of wood.
So you're saying that basically the food waste can then be used to cook the food?
Exactly, creating a loop.
Wow, that's really cool. But why would I use biochar when I already use wood?
Well, there's a lot of benefits to biochar. For example, it cooks at 100 degrees hotter and 6 times longer than wood. It's carbon neutral, and most importantly, it's free.
Unbelievable. How could it possibly be free?
I used to pay thousands of dollars each month on wood, and now Pyro continuously produces biochar from food waste that I used to pay to send to landfills.
This results in a less than 1 year payback period for purchasing Pyro and $3,000 in monthly savings for each hotel you own.
You make a compelling case, but is this really scalable for different kinds of businesses? Unlike Emma's Pizzeria, I have 18 hotels located all around the world that serve various different cuisines.
Urban live fire restaurants like Emma's Pizzeria is one of our markets that we're targeting. We also aim to serve other hospitality sectors such as hotels, resorts, entertainment, and more. This isn't a luxury product. This is a direct solution to immediate problems currently facing business owners like you. And Pyro scalability doesn't just apply to hospitality. Pyro aims to be a game changer in sustainability for the 2.4 billion people on this planet that rely on cutting down and burning wood as their main fuel source.
Wow, this is really starting to seem like a feasible product for me. But can you tell me what makes it uniquely sustainable or unlike anything else out there in the hospitality industry today?
Easy. Pyro is a triple bottom line product. It's environmentally sustainable because you use food waste instead of wood. From a social standpoint, employees no longer have to breathe in toxic fumes from cooking, and customers aren't exposed to carcinogens in their food from smoke. And from an economic perspective, Pyro saves you money because it reduces your fuel costs. That means that it's truly a triple bottom line product.
Wow, you've convinced me. Consider me a Pyro girl now.
Well, welcome to Pyro.
Ready? Okay, now let's get down to business. As the three of us graduate in the next 3 months, we're here today to pitch Pyro to investors in order to begin our development timeline as soon as January. We're hoping to begin our focus on refining our market, consumer, and competitor research. Then we move on to development and prototyping. We further move on to manufacturing and beta testing by December 2025, and we hope to launch by January 2026.
Looking at our financial projections, we expect to be in the green within our first stabilized year. This is based on our sale and lease projections derived from hospitality industry standards. We use an 8% weighted average cost of capital and a 60-40 financing mix, resulting in a $20 million net present value. Our seed funding is cut up in this way. Overall, we're seeking a $1.35 million investment in exchange for 7% equity. That means if each one of you judges invested $75,000 in Pyro today, we'll be able to start our development as soon as January.
By investing in Pyro, we hope that you join us in igniting the future of sustainable hospitality.
I've always liked to play with fire.
Thank you very much.
All right. Hot. Fantastic. How did it go?
Good.
Yes? I think so too. Excellent. Perfect. It's very exciting. What's that? On fire. Absolutely on fire. All right. Quick questions from the jury.
Question
I
for
see
me.
similar hands as I've seen before, unless someone else. Yes, Hytham, please.
What a great idea. I love it. And this is probably a topic that's close to everyone's heart in this room as we look at food waste. And when COVID took away buffets, I prayed they'd never come back. But back by popular demand. Buffets came and made their way back to food waste. Who's your biggest competitor, do you think?
So we don't have like a direct competitor, which I think is the great part about our product. A lot of the other ideas like composting on your own, they take a lot of time. They're just not nearly as convenient. You don't get back something in return. So the operator of that business just needs to go out of their way to be more sustainable. In this way, we kind of encourage that because they get something in return. And so I think that makes our product really unique.
And because there's a lot of renewable fuel that exists out there, there isn't really quite anything that actually takes the thing that is being wasted and then reusing it like within its operations. It's all within the same core operation.
Wonderful. Your product needs food to generate the product. What if you had a competitor that actually worked really hard on reducing food waste, so you had very little food waste left?
So our product uses organic material, so it doesn't actually have to be just food waste. So in theory, you could also use paper, like if you print out a lot of paper for your business or cardboard boxes, there's a lot of that in restaurants as well.
I see Inge with a question, but I have Matt with a question too, and I haven't heard him yet, so I'm going to go to Matt.
I like the taste of wood-flavored food. How do you address that issue? Because ultimately you have to convince the customer, the guests of the restaurant to want to return to the restaurant, but is this removing some of the flavor?
So the thing that creates the flavor is the smoke. So in theory, you could use chips of wood to supplement that, or liquid smoke if you really felt like you needed that flavor. But I think most people could be convinced that if you had a live fire, and it didn't put as many carcinogens in your food, then it might be actually worth not having that little bit of flavor. Maybe, I don't know. Person to person, I think that might differ.
It also doesn't negatively affect the food flavor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and I also, during our analysis of the customer base, we also found post-COVID-19, a lot of customers going into restaurants really emphasize experience and health, especially after COVID-19. So that experience of seeing the fire, seeing the flames, it really gets people really pumped and excited. That's something that's really going to stay in the industry, and I don't think we should take away that experience and try to cut off live fire in general, which is why we introduced this concept. However, people really want that health aspect. Like as we've seen, people are willing to pay a premium for healthier products, are willing to pay a premium for more sustainable products. But the real magic of this, you don't have to pay a premium. This really makes sustainability, health, all of this accessible to the common person who just really wants a good piece of pizza.
Excellent answer. I know how many questions there are left because I see all of you with hands up, but it was a double question from Hilton and a triple answer from the girls, so I'm going to move on. I am very sorry. I have to be strict. Thank you so much. Well done. You can get unmiked in the back. Thank you so much. The next team up can get mic'd, and the team who is mic'd right now can come to me and set up their prototype, which I believe is a very special one. And you don't want to know the trouble that we went through to get this into the UAE, but it made it, and it's here on stage. And I haven't seen it in its full glory yet, but I am very, very curious. Do you need more boxes? Is this okay? Yeah? You have what you need? Okay, excellent. Okay. You have the clicker. There you go. The jury is taking some intermediate notes, I can imagine, which you will need during the deliberation while the team is setting up. All right, tension is built. Are you ready? Yes? You have a clicker? Once I've introduced you and you start talking, the timer starts. So I want a grand hand of applause for the students from Bangkok, the university where we also hosted one of our semifinals, Dusitani with Thara.
Okay, everyone. Dubai is really hot. I mean really hot. Who took a long, nice bath yesterday? Could you raise your hand? No one take a bath? Okay. But did you know that we are running out of water? Imagine your life without water. Imagine turning on that faucet and nothing comes out. Yet hotels is a major water consumer. Guests in hotel use 8 times more water than the locals. Is our own industry going to use up all of the water? No, not if you listen to us. We present to you the solution, Tara, the water of life.
Tara means the flow of water in Thai and Sanskrit. And as you all know, water is our most precious resource. Every life on earth depends on it. And that's why we aim to keep the water flowing for the future generations.
To simply explain it to you, Tara is a wastewater recycling system featuring a green wall. Our vision is to transform and improve how hospitality industry manage their water. In our product development phase, we create a prototype that achieves 75% efficiency, turning gray water to non-potable quality, confirmed by a third-party water test report. But we did not stop there. We thought to ourselves that why don't we make it better, more clean, more efficient, and more sustainable. And we brought it here to you, packed inside a suitcase. So this system can convert 77% of wastewater to potable quality using plant, bacteria, ozone, and biochar. Not to mention, it only uses around 2.2 kilowatt of energy per day to do that. We designed our system to be automatic and can be self-washed.
Unlike others, Tara is a Laker-like system designed to be scalable and presentable in the hotel. The green wall can be installed both indoor and outdoor, like in the garden, in the lobby, or in the hallway, while the other part can be installed in any decided locations. With Tara, we can help you to achieve 4 SDG goals while reducing the cost of water and sewage by 58% and carbon emission by 38%. Not only that, with just 1 Tara unit, we can help you to create 2.6 square meters more of green space.
Now, you might be wondering about the cost and how many units you need in your hotel. Well, let me break it down and make it simple for you. 1 Tara unit is all it takes to cover 1 standard size room. And each unit costs just $2,000 with a very minimal monthly maintenance and water quality test. Now this calculation is actually based on Dubai prices. So the expected ROI for the hotel per month is at 4%, and the payback period is at 2.5 years. We generate most of our revenues from selling and installing our units in both new and existing hotel. We're facing water challenges including water shortage or water pollution, while also aiming to become more sustainable. Therefore, our primary focus starts in the Middle East and Asia Pacific region, as these 2 regions have a growing hotel industry and also faces water challenges. And this is how we're gonna do. In the first 2 years, we aim to target 5 hotels. Then over the following 3 years, we aim to expand to 37 hotels. That is around 17% of the 3 to 5 international hotel pipeline. The international hotel chain tend to have larger budget and stronger ESG goals, making it easier for them to adopt our system into their hotel.
Now, to bring the solution to life, we're seeking an investment of $1 million USD in exchange for 15% equity. We're going to use that money for product development, production, and sales and marketing. You're going to be getting your money back in just 4 years. And let me ask all of you today, you still want to be a part of the problem or join us to be the part of the solution? My name is Andy.
My name is Aim.
And my name is Al. Because we're not here to change the flow of the river, but we are here to make every single drop count.
And now, would you look at that? Our system is now ready to provide all of you clean and potable quality water. Cheers to sustainable hospitality.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, cheers. Did you need some water after the presentation?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good that you have it. Amazing. I want to see it from the inside. I didn't see it from there. Crazy, guys. You're engineers. I could never with my hotel school only degree, but it looks amazing. Questions? Cannot, yes, Rahma, please.
Thank you, it's a very interesting one. I have one question. Did you have the chance to test your product in a POC with one hotel, one room hotel, to have these numbers that by one room you have a 4% reduction of water consumption? Did you test it in a POC or something like this, proof of concept?
We actually did not install this in the actual hotel, but we did our calculation based on the electricity that's being used in Dubai through the Dubai Electricity and Water Authority.
And our business plan is by next 1 or 2 years, we're going to do pilot installation for one of the hotel in southern Thailand. Because southern Thailand, like for example, we talked with general manager from Dusit Hua Hin, is actually suffering from water shortage. They need to buy water from a tank, import from another city, which we want to test our product there as well. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you for the answer. Oh, I see Inge has a lot of questions all the time, but I'm not sure if any, yeah, I think I'm going to give it, please, go ahead.
Thank you for that great presentation. I have a question on your messaging to guests, because you are going to recycle 75% of all the wastewater into potable water, as you said. Could you tell us how you would convince hotels that this is going to work in the minds of guests?
I think we see this as an opportunity to really lead on sustainability, because eventually if we keep living the same lifestyle that we're doing now, water is going to run out. And with water scarcity, it's going to demand new standards. And when we actually want to install this in our hotel, we want to really train the employees to educate the guest, either through having information signage in the lobby, in their guest room, but also really interact with the guests and emphasize the fact that they are also being part of the solution and really. Yeah.
Not only that, our technical part, we also have water quality sensor in our system. So if we detect any water that is not up to the standard, the system will be shut off. And we also have, we advise hotel to have that backup supply of water. Therefore, it does not disrupt the hotel operation. Yeah.
Michael, 30 seconds.
Quickly. So
yes.
In order for that system to work, I understand the recycling water piece of it. Do you need to have the life plants in the room in order for you to get potable water?
Life plant?
Yeah.
Yeah, you will need a life plant, because the plant, this is what differentiates us from other green wall as well, because other green wall is for just only decoration. Our green wall, we advise hotel to use native species that is effective in wastewater cleaning. It's inspired by constructed wetland. So for example, species in Middle East would be common reed, southern cattail, and spiny rush. So the plant itself needs to be alive to help clean the water.
But I think a unique part, sorry, can I add on real quick?
Very short.
Okay, so our unique selling point is that the system itself and the plant itself does not need to be together. So the system can be in underground or anywhere, but the plant itself can be detached from the system as well.
Yeah. Excellent answer. Thank you so much. Well done.
And
it gets to go back home. Oh my God, what a thing. Thank you guys, well done. Yeah, you can give the clicker to me. I'm gonna ask the next team on stage, which is going to be, and I love those, a logistical adventure, even more than this one. So yes, guys, come on up. You are taking this, fantastic. And then I think I'm gonna ask the last team, so we have 2 more teams to go, to also get mic'd in the back. Yes, please. Amazing, thank you. All right, gentlemen, be careful for your hands. Careful for the whole. And then you'll just have to see how far it goes, right? Yeah. Did you want to give things to the jury? Yeah, okay, all good. You go ahead. Is this an okay location for you? You want one cube at the front? Of course. ready for the prior to last team. Silence. University of West London with algae.
Every single year, we spend millions of dollars in improving air quality when the trees do exactly the same thing. We can't have 30 plants in a single room. Hence, by leveraging the existing biotechnology, ladies and gentlemen, we invented the solution, algae, a compressed green power. Good afternoon. My name is Rahul.
I'm Marco, and I'm Andrei.
And we are here to solve a major problem. Back in January, while discussing the ideas for SHC, we figured a problem. London is not the only city with bad air pollution. Many cities around the world face a similar issue. According to WHO, 9 out of 10 people breathe air that exceeds their guidelines. We knew we had to come up with a solution. So we sat together, had a meeting with experts, and now we have finally developed the solution, algae.
Algae is an algae-based living wall that seamlessly integrates into any environment. It can produce oxygen up to 30 plants and capture 60% of carbon, increasing also the energy efficiency of your building, all at the cost of running a small air purifier a year. It also provides real-time data tracking for guests and you, hoteliers, in order to share the impact that we provide worldwide and use it in your annual sustainability reports.
Algae is low maintenance, thanks to its innovative structure and design. Just simply add the solution to the unit, and algae takes care of the rest. We lay our algae in a specially designed housing unit, and once it reaches the desired density, it can be repurposed for different purposes, such as vegan protein, fertilizer, and plant power.
Judges? Here is a small-scale prototype to showcase the feasibility of the product. This is a small-scale prototype of the housing unit, what stores inside algae. We know that there are products in the market who attempt to tackle the problem, but none of them solve the issue. Algae is a one-stop solution.
We will be making our profits through 4 revenue streams, which are consultancy, project development, SaaS subscriptions, and reselling the algae used in our walls.
To make this project a reality, we are seeking $500,000. In year 3, you will receive your investment back. And our gross profit margin allowed us to have up to 60% of net profit. In year 4, according to our projection, with only 325 rooms, we'll be able to generate $1 million in net revenue. The funds are going to be spent, are going to be utilized to hire the best team, and so finalize the final prototype.
But judges, there's one last thing. We have been collaborating with industry professionals, and I've heard great things about algae. Some of the testimonies included are on the screen. We have also been having meetings with several different companies around the world. We have already had meetings with NEOM, Leamington Hotel Group, and B2B Hotels in London.
As well, we have strengthened some partnership with the Food Innovation Lab, helping us in the research and development of the algae and the Westmont Hub, which we have happy to declare that we have registered the company, we have a UK trademark, and I'm proud to announce that we went above and beyond. We filed a pending patent application.
We at Algae have devoted ourselves to redefine the market landscape with innovative, sustainable solutions.
Algae is not only a product, it's our future.
So judges, together, let's take a step forward in creating a better, more sustainable future for our planet. Thank
Thank
you. We are open to any questions.
Well done.
Oh, you did it. Give me a
The
hug
last
too.
moment changed, but we did it.
Guys, well done, well done.
Just, Ruben, just
Yes.
wanted to mention a few things, just a little thing.
You can turn the
Nothing
paper now.
in terms of the pitch, huh? I'm
Nothing
not
in
gonna-
terms of
no,
the pitch.
No more content?
No,
Yeah.
no. But judges, before we begin with the questions, we just wanted to let you know, as we mentioned, that's a small housing unit. Due to some technical difficulties, we couldn't present the real-time data with the screen over here. But if we present the screen
Will you
over
walk
here,
around with the
this-
laptop?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah? Okay, good.
This is how the data would look like in real time. We already have to allow.
This will basically.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, amazing. I'm going to take a question from the jury while they're being shown. Karin, yeah? Anyone else? You're curious to see what's on the laptop, obviously. Anything in general? No? Karin, please, hit it off.
Thank you very much. That was a very engaging presentation. As I researched algae solutions, there is products already out there in the market, mobile algae solutions that look very similar to what you have here as a prototype. Why would I need to purchase a panel for $5,000 if I can buy a small portable solution?
Question. As we already mentioned, there's no direct competition to us in the market because we are not just targeting one single market segment of the market. We are targeting the air quality monitoring market, air quality improvement market, the carbon capture market, and the sustainability market for data tracking for your hotels. Secondly, as you mentioned, it's a really good point about algae tanks already being existent into the market. We developed the technology based onto a bioreactor. These bioreactors already exist into a hotel into a lab, like a science lab, but they haven't been tested outside. So we have brought the same technology outside to the hotel environment because we need to be the first ones taking step forward in the market. Why do hospitality industry need to be stepping behind? Why can't we be the first ones to take a leap forward in this?
Yeah, although if you look at the investor deck, in one of the last page, there is one company which is called Arup, is based in Germany. They've actually created an outdoor photobioreactor which is capturing carbon, releasing oxygen, and producing biomass. So the actual building is running with very low electricity cost. So this is already existing.
Excellent answer. Another short question. Paul?
Yeah. Are we going? Okay. The picture that goes on the front, that's it. So you can change the picture. You've got a choice of pictures. You can take the picture away and actually see the algae work in a hotel room, or is it just one?
Sorry,
Yeah,
the
no,
voice
you
was
probably
not
missed that.
too audible.
So the front of the pane, the 4x4, 5 inches.
Yeah.
How are you going to present that? Is that going to be open? Is it going to have a painting on the front? Can you change the front because your interior design is pretty important? The other question is 500,000, pretty low entry level. What do I get for my 500,000 in your company?
Short answer, guys. To the point.
I'll just take the first part because finance guy is Marco, so he knows in-depth research about the finance. I'm more of a structure guy. You have asked a really excellent question. We have been asked this question. Various different brands have already asked this question to us. We are making this product customizable to your property. You are in Netherlands. You surely can have a bike being drawn onto the prototype, so you can have a painting instead of painted by a local artist. Your hotel uses some kind of a painting that is all around the world. You can use the same painting. So it is really customizable to your property. The size also is customizable.
Even shorter. Even shorter.
Yeah. Go back to the financial slide. So just quickly for the £500,000, what we will do, we'll be able to create the minimum viable product and enlarge the team, start the marketing penetration, then we will need to raise for the cost of production another seeds round, and this will allow us to be already profitable by year 4. So that hopefully will reply to your question.
Thank you very much. Well done, guys. Amazing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
Good
you.
job. You can take away the laptop. I think I'm going to ask the girls, but we might just leave the table on stage. It's not that big of a deal. Please, girls. It's the very last team. Give them a very, very big round of applause. They're going to hand out a little something to you. And before they start, I need to make a very important comment. The next team is from Jamaica, University of the West Indies. They came all the way from Kingston. They were supposed to arrive on Saturday evening. They arrived 24 hours later due to terrible circumstances with their flights. Our team worked round the clock, I'd say a minimum of 17 hours on the phone with all travel agencies and airlines and whatnot to get them here. And we did, which is amazing, but it also takes a toll on someone to go through such an intense, lengthy trip and then have to stand here literally less than 12 hours after landing, which I am, well, very proud of you for. So I'm sure you'll do a great job. Thank you so much. The clicker. From the University of the West Indies, whenever you start talking, the timer starts. Silo.
It was the beginning of the semester, our classrooms were freshly painted, and the AC was blasting, but we couldn't turn it on or off.
The fumes from the fresh paint was our lecturer's focus.
And the AC brought winter to Jamaica.
And then it clicked. Introducing Xylo, a game-changing fabric that cuts costs, saves energy, and clean air.
With Xylo, you can breathe anew. Wagwan SHC.
FHS.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Abigail Forbes.
I'm Katrina Chin.
I'm Dejanee Davis.
And I'm Jadane Whitaker.
And we are
Xyologists.
As Xyologists, we aim to redefine what we breathe and save energy. Xylo is here to set an innovative and modern take to the textile industry while preserving our hospitality's future.
According to the World Sustainable Hospitality Alliance, the hospitality industry contributes to around 1% of global carbon emissions.
That's the same as if every hotel guest have their show running for the next 50 years straight.
We are positioning Xylo as a premium, eco-friendly, and innovative product for the hospitality sector. And today, 81% of travelers actively seek sustainable solutions.
The demand for sustainability in the hospitality is reshaping the hospitality industry. Hotels are even looking for eco-conscious travelers to enhance the guest experience. Over 200,000 guest rooms across over 2,000 properties across the Caribbean, we are ready for innovation. This is not a fantasy. We already have Sandals Resorts International on board for a pilot phase 0.
As Xyologists, we prioritize flexibility. We envision Xylo in hotel rooms and even seats on airlines.
Xylo is an innovative blend of zeolite cotton and Jamaican bamboo that traps pollutants in the ambient air while also creating energy-efficient spaces and also reducing our use on traditional air conditioning units.
Not only that, but Xylo minimizes the need for paint by up to 100%. It absorbs toxic air pollutants that traditional paints emit up to 50% of.
By replacing paint with Xylo, it reduces the use of air conditioning units, lowering energy consumption, and eliminates the use of toxic animal products.
So even our walls are going vegan.
And non-toxic paints will always continue to exist, but as Xyologists, we're here to X out the toxicity and bring in the sustainability. With Xylo,
there's a natural mystic blowing through the air.
And magical air is clean air.
From the Earth's resources back to the Earth, Xylo is 100% biodegradable thanks to our all-natural materials. With our lifespan of 10 years, our future Xyologists can turn Xylo back to compost. And it can simply be cleaned with a steaming salt solution.
Now, I'm sure after hearing our pitch, you're eager to be a Xyologist. Today, we seek an investment of $500,000 to bring Xylo to life. According to Metaloid Capital Company and our very own Dr. Logan at the UWI Mona campus, Xylo should be offered at $500 per yard.
We can achieve this for $1 million in revenue by simply selling 2,000 yards, which covers 500 rooms. This, of our 271,000 rooms across the Caribbean, we only need to capture 0.2% of that market. As Xyologists, we reshape the way we breathe and save energy, looking forward to leading a sustainable future.
Now, we're so thankful for being here today, but we want to share that Xylo is more than just a product. It could be a tool for rebuilding. Earlier this summer, the Caribbean was faced with Hurricane Beryl. Over 3,000 businesses and homes lost electricity, and that caused the loss of thousands of jobs. We believe that Xylo could be a symbol of hope. With Xylo, we aim to invest in our regional manufacturing and textile industry, helping to diversify our Caribbean economies and help to create jobs within our country.
As environmental stewards, we're committed to building the communities around us as we grow.
Choose Xylo.
You won't want to breathe without it.
You've done it. You've done it. You've gone all the way. Really, is it a relief?
Yes. Yes.
Yes, I understand. I know, it is a lot for you, right? Yeah, you've done it. Okay, there's some very final questions, and then the relief is over. Please, any jury. Marloes.
When you have paint on your walls already, can you paint over it to have the same impact, or can you only do it on new, fresh walls?
So we'll be able to prime our walls for Xylo, as is it would be able to be attached to the walls. So once the walls are primed, it will be able to go over it as a covering.
I like this short answers. Very good.
Yeah, I really want to have another round of applause. I know one of you is sick, and you cannot tell. You haven't eaten yet because you couldn't. You haven't slept. Unbelievable. Really well done. My question is actually twofold. I see a lot of beautiful videos, prototypes. You haven't got one. Tell us about that, and tell us a little bit more about the social impact that you foresee. Thank you.
Well, in terms of our social impacts, we do come from a very small country within the Caribbean where we don't really have that much support when it comes to different industries. We are very tourism focused. Our main income earner is our tourism industries. What happens is that these foreign countries come to our country and they open hotels, but all the revenue, everything that they make goes back to them. We barely get anything out of it. We want to have Xylo as a way to help create jobs within our country and have the money circulate within our economy.
So that multiplier effect is very missing in our country. A lot of our political leaders and youth leaders across our country are actually advocating for this to become a part of policy, so that we can have more local investors, more local businesses, so people can actually feel tourism dollars working for them.
Also, in terms of our prototype, we had with science, it takes time. So we actually started the process. The handed out stuff you got, this is to represent the zeolite cotton, and that is actual bamboo fibers that were extracted. We had made a mock-up of how the room would look with Xylo. However, during the whole process, it got damaged, so we opted to leaving it out because it wouldn't have looked, So this also represents the method in which we would be blending the zeolite cotton and the bamboo fibers to make the Xylo material.
And what's great about Xylo is the fact that our country has a vast produce of bamboo products. We being able to pull in our rural areas as well so that they can be a part of the conversation. We've started to have developments even in St. Thomas, which is a very small rural community, and having them be a part of it as well, and not just having it in just the urban spaces, has allowed our product to be able to spread right across our country.
It's over. Thank you so much. Well done. Good job, girls. Good job. If I have a clicker, that's it. Thank you so much. Well done, girls. Before I do a very, very short roundup for everybody in the audience, we ran a little bit late, I'm going to ask Paul to take the jury to their deliberation room, and they're going to make a decision, and we'll hear the decision tomorrow, but I'll communicate about that. Absolutely. My pleasure. So if all of the jury members could please follow Paul, and for the rest of the audience, I'll do a very short round off in just a second. Thank you all. You're going to go to the future stage room, which has been set up for you to take this very important decision. Oh, look at that, it's me up on the screen, great. And then I'm wondering, if I look at David, if we can have the slides up one more time. Because I have to make a few logistical announcements. First of all, even though this session ran a little bit late at the very moment, at the innovation stage, there is a speed networking going on. So make sure to go there, bring as many business cards as you can. For the students, I would say count the same. Get those investors already. Speed networking here at FHS, make sure to attend. At 6:30, there's a welcome reception at Mina Al Salam, which is just a 2-minute walk from the venue on the opposite side of the street. In the ballroom, you'll be grandly welcomed for the evening welcome reception here at FHS on our very first day. And then, of course, as I said, make those connections to possibly even become an official sponsor for the challenge. Why not? Anybody in this room who's interested, talk to me, Stella, Paul, anyone from our team to see what we can do together to make things happen for these students like they did here today. And then the final thing for me to say is that tomorrow around 1 p.m., and we know how these conferences goes, it's an indication. Around 1 p.m. we'll have the award ceremony. Amongst others, we'll have Satya Anand, president of Marriott, and Marloes Knippenberg, who is also in the jury, CEO of Kerten Hospitality, on stage to award the winner prize and some other categories of SHC 2024. I cannot wait. I am extremely curious who of you is going to win, but what I do know is that you all did an excellent job. And I'd like to ask for one last big round of applause. And with that, I am rounding off the Sustainable Hospitality Challenge 2024, and I'm also rounding off the first day of FHS World. Thank you very much, and enjoy your evening.